In this video, we are going to make these cute little dogs. I call them my puppies. As you can see, they have little pacifiers. So to do this project, you will need some yarn. I made my own little pattern here, and I'll show you what to do with it in a minute. So you need a piece of cardboard that you'll be able to use as a pattern to cut your yarn. You'll need 3 buttons so that you can make the eyes and the nose, and then later on I'll show you why you don't want to use the little fake eyes, that you want to use these. You'll need a hanger. You'll need some scissors. You'll need the pacifier, and you'll need a glue gun and a glue stick. Starting out on this project, the first thing you'll be working with is your yarn, cutting at the right size, and your hanger. So the only things you should need at the beginning is your pattern, your yarn, your hanger, and of course the scissors. The goal of the hanger is to make the frame of the dog. After you've bent your hanger, the frame should look like this. Because you want it to have the tail, legs, and the head. This is another one, but this is a smaller one. So you just pull your hanger straight out, making it long length, and then just create the legs and the head. Pulling the hanger out straight like this. You're going to pull this part up because it's like the tail. The legs bent down, body up like that. Down again for the legs. Close this because this is the head. That should be the shape of your dog. First thing we want to do is use this pattern right here so that we can make the length of our dog's hair the same length. So the only thing you're going to do is take it and wrap it around. Just pull some out here. Just take this off. I'm just going to wrap it around this as much as you can. Just do a few here just so you can see. We just want the length of it to be the same. Of course you're going to fill the whole thing up, but I'm just showing you with a few just so you can see. You're just going to cut and cut this way, and then all your dog's hair will be the same length like this. You're going to do the whole skin though, so that you can do a full dog. So get the cutting. This is how your yarn should look after you've cut it up. You may not even need the same amount that I have here, but it's better to have too much than not enough, because the more you put on, the thicker and fuller your dog will look. One note that I wanted to show you, even though I showed you these two, here's another one, but it's made out of different yarn. This one is made out of rug yarn. If you notice, he looks a lot smaller. I can show you him from the side too. And these made with the same rules that I'm using for all of these dogs. Also, if you notice with these two, the green and white and the red and white dogs, I use two different colors. This dog that I'm creating today is only going to be one color, but these dogs look like they have clothes on. And if you want to make two-tone dogs like this, you use the frame like this. And where you see the legs, that's where you're going to put, like in my example, where I use the white. And on the tail, and on the face. The rest of the dog, and on the legs, of course, like I said. So the only place, like for if you were trying to make this red dog here, red and white dog, you would only put the red on the frame part where it looks like it's bent, like this would be his body part. And right up under the head part where this looks like the neck. But down here, since these would be the feet, you would make it white. And since over here, you would make this white also in the tail. But the inner part here and around the neck, you would make the color of the sweater so it make it look like it's wearing the sweater. Okay? Since I'm making this one color, this will be very easy to make. Only thing you're going to do is take your thread, your yarn, and you're just going to tie it. You're just going to tie it into a knot at the end, at the very end. That's it. And you're just going to keep tying it. Just like that. You're not even really tying it in a knot. You're just giving it a one tie. Just like that. We'll do it again. Just take it. See if I can turn it so that you can see it from a different angle here. And you're just tying it. Just like that. And it should be to slide up and down just like that, you see? And that's it. You're going to do the whole dog like this though. You're going to take it. And it doesn't matter if these aren't exactly the same size. We're just trying to get it in the ballpark where it's close to the same size. Because since it's a dog, it may, once you fill it out, I'll just put that way, the more you do it, it'll be fuller. And you won't even be able to tell which is longer and which is shorter. But I had you to use the template so that you could go on and cut them all, because it would be too hard trying to cut each one separately. But you're going to continue just doing this through the whole dog. Once you get all these on, then you'll move on to the next step, which is easy, because this is the hardest part, believe it or not. Just putting these on to complete the dog. Just tie it. And I'm using a different type of yarn here. So it may look a little, this yarn is actually a fur yarn that I'm using. I've never used this kind before, so we'll see how this dog looks, because I'm used to using just regular yarn and rug yarn. But if you like this dog after I'm done, at least you'll know what type of yarn this is. This is just a close-up shot of how to tie it, just in case you didn't understand. Just tying it like that. I'll take another one, just take it through, just pull it through, boom. One more time, Take it through. Just tying it one little time like that and pulling it down. And that's it. Here I want to show you the back of the dog. Even though I'm still working on it, but I want you to be able to see that this is like the little feet and that. This is the tail. If you look from the front, you can tell that it's, or from the side even, you can see that it's the tail starting to form. The only thing we have left now to do, you can see where the legs are. We have to do the head. I did it this way, even though you can start anywhere you want to on a dog. But I wanted to show you, I thought it would be easier for me to show you how to do it this way and do the head last. You're going to still tie it the same way you have been tying it. And when we tie, just to be clear, you're only tying it like how you would tie right before you make a bowl. You just tie it to there. You do not tie it in a knot. You just tie it one time. And you're going to try to put as much yarn on your dog as possible because you don't want any of the hanger to show. The thicker you have it, the more realistic it looks. So now I'm going to do the head. Then I will show you when I'm done. But it's done the same way. You should have now completed your dog tying the string onto the hanger. This is the most important part of the job, of this project. Everything else is really up to you because all the dogs are made, all the dogs that you've seen that I've showed you all came from the same pattern, just used different materials. From this dog we used the rug yarn. Here we used just regular yarn, regular crochet and knitting yarn. And then from this dog we used more of a fur type of yarn. To be exact, this is the name. And this is how thin it is. The reason why I'm telling you how thin this one is because this dog took longer to make because of the thin material. The thinner your material, the longer it will take. For instance, the little dog back here that was made with the rug material took about an hour. These dogs with regular yarn took about 2 hours. And because I had to tie so much on this one, I would say it took about 3.5 to 4 hours to do the whole complete dog. Last thing that you have to do, because this is the face area here, is put on your eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I'm using a pacifier like the rest of my dogs have. That's why I call them my baby puppies, where it will look like that on there. But you can use felt, or you can use any type of household stuff that you like to use. I'm using a button for the nose. And I'm using buttons for the eyes. I'm not using the googly eyes. But you can if you want. The choice is up to you. And you can use a glue gun, like I will be using my glue gun here, to glue this stuff on. To glue all the things on. So, let's get busy creating a face. Here's my finished product. If you notice, I even added a little, I wanted to make it look like he had on a little collar or something, and I put some bells on him. But as you notice, he has a pacifier. He has his eyes and that. And this is how he looks from the side. How he looks from the back with his tail. And the other side. This is a very easy craft to make. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like to see other videos like this, please like it, share it, and please subscribe. Thank you very much for viewing this craft video. Have a great day. Bye.